All right, we got the little guy here. One day before New Year's, and we are going to kick off a little heads-up match here. 510 versus our boy Daniel Delario. Sick name, by the way. Sick name. So cool. And he comes out for a 3-bet already. Comes out for it already. Wants to get right into it. I'm going to call. This could be a quick one. This could be a quick one. He bets pretty big here. Do I just shove here? I think I just shove. He's going to have like queen jack and stuff, and then he'll have some overpairs, but we're going to spin it. Should we spin it? Yes, Daddy, spin it. Okay, we'll spin it. All right, okay, let's spin the wheel. He snap calls with queens. Nice. Run it once. Ace. Ace. No. That was a quick 1,000. Quick 1,000 gone. All right, let's see if we can make that back. Not off to a great start. Comes in for a 4-bet. Calling. Not folding queen jack suited here. So we'll call. We'll start with a call. Daniel Delario, guys, no joke, eh? Guys just stepping right up. Calling one here. Do I bluff this? We bluff this 500 off here? Was that a say bluff? Would you say bluff? Okay, let's bluff. Let's bluff. Snap calls again. He's got aces. Oh my god. Queens and aces. First two hands against me. Queens and aces. First two hands. All right, we will do one more. One more barrel. This will be the last one. We are down a buy-in and a half. Guys running like the Lord Jesus already. All right, let's go. Daniel Delario. Daniel Delirious. Maybe I'm delirious. Maybe I'm the only one who's delirious here. Going heads up against Daniel Delario. Yeah, I know. I know. Stuck 1,700 in two hands. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Raise. Oh, so you just fold when you don't have aces or queens. I see. Wish I knew that beforehand. Wish I knew that before. Burp. Yeah, burp. Burp it out. Burp it out. 5-ball, corner pocket. Not quite. Hi. What's up? Thank you. Can you, okay, stop going in my drawer, please. Stop going in my drawer. Don't do that, okay? Thank you. Thank you. This is a raise. We're gonna snap raise the 200, and then we're gonna fold to his shove. He calls. He calls. Yeah. No. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, we're gonna bet 200 again. Then we're gonna just check back river if he calls. He could have ace king, ace queen high here, and he does fold. So we drag that one. We make a little tiny bit back, just a 300 banger back. Raising it up with ace 5. Raising it up with ace 5. Daniel Delirious makes the foldy Han. Okay, we gotta fight our way back into that. Why can't you let us go heads up, Brush OT? Brush, let us play heads up. Ugh, I hate when that happens. Play heads. Start typing with one hand. Plus the thing. Ugh. Okay, bet fold. Let's go. Send the money. Take it. Take it. Take it. He said no problem, but he hasn't left yet. Maybe he'll go to the end of his big blind. Maybe he will go to the end of his big blind. He did. Oh. Fold. I only have 9-5, good sir. I only have 9-5, good sir. Go. Pair eights. It's the nuts. Pair eights is the nuts. But we are not going to be calling with these nuts. We are going to be raising. Thank you. You send the money. You send it. This way. This way. Daniel Delario, who has stacked me for a bind and a half already. Seems like a good player. I mean, he did have aces and then queens back to back, basically, which sucks. What do we do here? What do we do here? I think we got to raise here again too. I'm gonna be three betting like all my sets, two pairs, top pairs in this spot, and then I'm gonna be mixing in some bluffs with some bottom pairs and like backdoor type hands. But he's got to be getting a little bit suspicious here because I've done this twice now. And I'm definitely going to be c-betting on this turn. Hi. He calls. It's got to be a queen. Got to be a queen. Could be like 6-7 of diamonds, I suppose. Check. Do we bluff catch 6-7 of diamonds? Queen. That's not fold. I mean, it might fold a river bet, but at least now he knows we're bluffing with bottom pair, so now we'll just jack it right up when we hit our set. We'll stop bluffing with bottom pair for a bit. Tuesday. What do we got here? This sounds... Yeah, we got pocket sixes. We're going to call. We've been 3-betting him quite a bit. Sixes right on the cusp. Like, I'll probably 3-bet sevens. And then, like, fives. 2s through 6s, I'll be... Yeah. Yeah. Check. I'd expect him to have a pair checking back on this board. Probably a pair of sevens, I would say. Which will want to just get the showdown. I think all ace highs probably just bet on this board, especially if it's like ace 10 or ace queen or something. I think he's going to check back here and turn over like 7-8 pretty often. Or like 10-7 or something along those lines. He could also have like a weak ace that maybe he didn't see that on the flop. Yeah, have it. Yeah, he might have been value betting like a weak king there, possibly 2, or a strong jack, perhaps. Tough to say. Tough to say. We're still learning our boy Daniel Delarie. Hi. Ooh. Coming for an over bet one and done here. And he just tanks, so like we're obviously betting right into a 4. When they do this, like, why isn't there should be a snap fold here for almost his entire range? All right, thank you. Send that. Maybe he made a big fold with a 10 there. Who knows? Who knows? But I like to be spontaneous, you know, especially in my heads up. He knows we're capable of bluffing. We did that earlier with our queen jack suited. Right? Yeah. Middle pair here, we'll bet. He's folding out anything that's not an ace, basically, and we probably have the best 7. Do I bet twice? Probably not here on this board. If he calls, he's almost always got an ace. I don't understand what else he could have here. So I'm just gonna let him have it. Especially when he leads out that river. Hi. Hi. Hello. Mm-hmm. All right, 9-7 in position this time. Wow, what a hand. Take that one down. All right. Decent hand here. I'll be calling a 3-bet. There it is. Actually, I prefer, I think, here, 4-bet. For a 4-bet. Or 4-bet folding. Right? Hand doesn't play great when you're not the aggressor. So I'd rather be the aggressor. But Daniel Delero hasn't really 3-bet us light. Like, the first 2 times he 3-bet us with aces and then queens. And this is going to be a one-and-done bet here for me. I think. Unless turn is a club, then I'll be jamming. Turn club, ace, king. Do we try to rep a queen? I don't know. But ace, king, club for sure will be continuing. You could just win here as well. There we go. Send it. Hello. Hello. 3-bet inbound. 3-bet inbound. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Send us that money. You send it. Okay, we're inching our way back here. Inching our way back. Austin Matthews doesn't get the open. I'm sorry. Austin Matthews doesn't get it. Queen 3 suited is basically pocket aces, so just gonna try to get the short on here. Like nothing worse is calling, so just check back here. You can still have like 7-8 and stuff like that, and Jack 9, and yeah, we don't beat much. We don't beat much, but we might have the winning hand. So he's obviously got showdown value too if he's checking this whole way, so he might have ace high. Yeah. So that's nice. Are you building a Lego castle? Cool. 6-2 suited. This is one of those spots that, like, no matter how we look at this hand here, I'm gonna hate the turn. So I'd rather just donk the lead out here and basically just give up the rest of the hand. The thing is, I've got to be doing this with jacks too some of the time, and I will, like with weak jacks. The hand's done now at this point, so probably just has a jack for him to be calling here. It could be ace high sometimes, or like middling pairs, but I'm not going to be continuing. It's just a weird spot. It's either you go for like a check raise flop, or you just donk bet flop. The alternative is you check call flop, and then like you just hate every single turn and river card that exists. And I don't know. I'd rather just take the aggressive route and bet fold. Cool. Okay, hurry up and bet so I can fold. Hi. Hi. He's like, when are you gonna stack this guy? I don't know. I'm trying, bro. Trying, my little boy. That would have been a nice flop. Again, king 9, like, I could call here. It's just not the greatest hand to be calling out of position and to be playing not as the aggressor. So I'm going to 3-bet here, but he's going to be opening like queen X and lower and like, so I'm going to have the best hand some of the time here too, right? This is a dangerous board, believe it or not. Like jack 9, queen, jack, anything that calls a 3-bet. He's gonna have like stronger kings as well, and then have like some ace 10s and stuff like that. We'll start with a bet, small. Hoping for a 2 on the turn. A 2 through 5 on the turn would be nice, and ace is not great. And now the question is, like, do I want to turn my hand into a bluff? Am I too high up in my range to be turning my hand into a bluff? And I think the answer to that is, if I check here, I go into the guessing game here, and so I'd rather turn my hand into a bluff. I'm going to range bet this. I'm blocking a king. I'm going to have way more aces in my range than he does, and I think I just have to bet here. It's better than check calling one, I think. Let me take that down. We still charge his drawing type hands like jack 9, even though we block jack 9. Or weaker 10s. Like, we're ahead of those. They might call too. I'm going to bet, like, the minimum here. I think anytime he doesn't have a king or a queen, he probably just folds. Like, he can still have the same hand as me. Like, what does the same hand as me do in this spot, you know? Could have a pair of 4s. You could have, like, ace 4. Pocket 5s, pocket 6s, stuff like that. And then I'll have some queens. And I'll have some weak kings. But we have showdown value now, so I'm just going to check back. I think we're ahead of 4s, which is nice. Comes out for an overbet. Huh. I want to look him up, but I'm going to let him have that first. That's the first time we've seen an overbet out of him, so we will respect the overbet for now. We'll see how many more times you roll that one out, Daniel Delario. Mr. Delario. It's got to be Italian, right? Delario? Delario. Top pair. Again, I'm going to prefer a lead here just because there's 2 diamonds out here, and like any hand like queen jack, jack 10, stuff like that is going to call, maybe even raise. But I want to charge those. We do block some of the queen combos. I think an 8's still going to call me. All diamond draws will still call me. So a lot worse calls me. What do I do here? What do I do here? I think we check here. I don't want to bet here and then get called. And then on the river, I'm forced with like a disgusting decision out of position that he can just really put me in a world of hurt with. So we'll just check call here. And we'll see what our river looks like. I think we are ahead. That's not a good card. Like, that is not a good card at all. Like, we lose a jack 10 now. We lose a jack 8. Stuff like that. I'm probably going to be looking him up some of the time, which is... Queen jack, diamonds. 6-7. 10-7 gets there too. And he's got to he's got to put me on a jack. So I think we just got to give it to him. Like, I'm going to have a lot of jacks in my range too, so like you don't care about me having a jack. Yeah, the jack's not a good card for us. I mean, it's perceived to be a good card for us, which is what makes his bet scary. Either way, it was a good bet. So, nice hand. All right. We're only down like a buy-in and a bit versus Daniel Delario. I mean, he picked up aces and queens. I know we've said that a couple times. I know, but it's not too bad. We can make that back fairly quickly. It's just one all in. Bumboleo. Start with a bet. Can't win with 7 high, that's for sure. But we do have a backdoor flush and straight draw. And the times that he has like king deuce, he probably just folds. It's not a good card. But I think he's going to be calling high with a lot of ace highs. So I am going to work an overbet in here. I think he's going to be calling with a lot of ace highs. I'm just going to target. And I'm going to try to fold out some flush draws too. Overbet. Fold. You send that money, baby. You send it. We're competitive out here. We're competitive. King 4. Again, like, I don't want to be... I'm not going to be raising all my king 4s. But I don't want to be calling out of position with king 4. I'd rather have the aggression. So we'll start with a 3-bet. Take that down. And again, I'm not going to be doing that like a lot. Like, you really got to pay attention to your frequencies, right? Because if you've done that like 5 out of 10 hands, like he's going to start playing back at you, and then you're stuck with king 4 out of position. We are at 21 minutes here. I was going to go for half an hour, but I guess we'll see what happens. Like, I want to... Maybe I'll go until at least I win a buy-in or I lose a buy-in. How about that? We'll do that. We'll go until at least we win one buy-in or lose one buy-in. Oh, get out of here, bud. Get out of here. We're doing a heads-up clin. We're doing a heads-up clin. Clinical trials. Check call 1 here on this turn. For him to check back, he probably has some kind of showdown value, I would assume. Could be a weak ace. Could be a 3. But 3 should check back here again, unless it's jack 3. And now, do we try to block or target a 3? He could have a jack some of the times. And I think we'll go for a little thin, super... You have to go pee? You have to go pee? Did you pee already? Oh, my daughter peed her pants. Okay, Daddy's gonna come change you. Did you go already? Come here, let me feel your pants. Oh, you didn't go yet? Okay. Be right back. Do we go for value? Get the 3? The jack called us. Shame. Okay, we will be back. What's happening?